talked about our writing for the 9 weeks. Last time we were working on a personal narrative and a fictional piece. This 9 weeks are going to be working on an informational text. And our choices that we were talking about yesterday, you could write about one region of the United States, you could write about a state of your choice, or you could compare two regions of the United States. For example, the Northeast region to the Southeast region. Okay? How many of you guys chose the topic that you wanted to research? Gage, what are you going to research?
All about one state.
All about one state, which is which state?
Washington.
Washington. And Amanda, what are you going to research? One state, which is Mississippi. Roman, what are you going to research?
One state.
Okay.
Virginia, because I was born there.
Virginia, because you were born there. How many of you guys are going to research a region? No? How many of you guys are going to compare two regions? So everybody's going to be researching a state, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Raise your hand if you can hear me. Let's be quiet. So, some formats that you were able to choose from. We're going to be either presenting with a speech, a presentation on Google, a commercial, or a brochure. Yesterday, you were to create a KWL chart of what you know and what you're wondering about your state. Today, we're actually going to be looking at why do we want to research information versus coming up with things on the top of our head. Okay? But first, let's talk about our learning target. What do you think you're going to be learning to do today in writing? What are we learning about? What do you think you'll be able to do? Yes?
Research.
I can research information about what? What are you guys going to be able to research? Information about what? A state in... What country do we live in? In the United States. Okay? So you're able to pick one of the 50 states to do some research on. But the question says, why do we want to research? Well, how many of you guys know all the information about your state? No one? How is researching going to help us find information, Amanda?
Can tell one thing that about
So you can find important facts. And remember, facts are true, right? They're not opinions on what we think. Okay, so our informational text is not going to say what you think. All right, it's going to give true information. Not opinions. Okay? The cool thing about research is we have a website today that you guys are going to be setting up for yourself called Symbaloo. And on Symbaloo, this website will allow you to create a web mix for all of your different websites that you go to for your research. All right? Oops. Now, where can you get information? The information that you're going to be looking for, you can find all over the internet. Once you find useful websites, which we will talk about, how do we know if a website is reliable tomorrow? Okay, once you find those websites, you can use Symbaloo to keep them organized. Okay, So today, in writing class, during your workshop, you're going to be setting up a Symbaloo, and I'm going to show you how to do that now, okay? Watch carefully. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to go to, and you might want to write this down in your notebook so that you can remember, you're going to go to symbaloo.com. And the spelling of Symbaloo, let me show you.
Use S-Y.
It's symbaloo.com. Okay? When you go to Symbaloo, this is what your home page is going to look like. You guys are going to have to create your own account. Okay? Tim, can you get the lights for me, please? Over on the top right hand side it says create free account. You're going to click on create free account. And when you get to this page, you're going to type in your name. The name is going to be the username that you're going to use on Symbaloo. You're going to use the exact same name that you use on Edmodo as you do on Symbaloo. So it's going to be your first name, last name, capital letter at the beginning for your first name and last name. So, Kaden, would you mind if I use you as an example on here? Okay. So, what you're going to do is for the name, you're going to type capital C-A-Y-D-E-N, and then he's going to type capital E-B-A-N-S. Okay? You're going to put in your email address, which is your Google email. Your Google email is your first name, dot last name, at calawanda.org. Your password is going to be the same password that you use for Google. So it's going to be your lunch code TSD. You're going to repeat that password. See where it says I don't want to miss important updates? Unclick that, click I agree to Symbaloo's terms, and click create my account. When you create your account, this is going to be your home page. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a web mix for this project. Okay? See where it says add? You're going to click on add. And you're going to type in a new web mix. This web mix is going to be for the project informational text. Okay? So what you're going to write,
There it is. There it is.
oh, you're going to type in informational text. I-N-F-O-R.
That's cool.
Okay? Whoops.
No one really needs it.
Come on, T. Work with me. There you go. So you're going to click informational text and you're going to click add. And you'll notice on the top here, there's a web mix collage that has like various things. There's a news web mix.
Wow.
There is a home web mix, which is where it's going to take you every time. You'll notice various places here that you can go to. And then you're going to go to your informational text web mix. Notice that there are no websites here because you haven't created any. Okay? The first one that I'm going to ask you guys to create, where is a good source to find information about true facts anywhere? Lily?
Google.
Google, which we have Google. So let's say if we want Google as our web mix, what you're going to do is you're going to type in Google.
I think you just press it once and then.
Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in Google, Google. Now understand that Google is a browser, okay? So whenever you're saving websites This is a browser that will allow you to search in other places. Since we already have Google here, we can put it here, but we could also create a little icon, okay? So, let me show you how this works. If what you're going to do is you're going to click on the icon here, an empty icon, click it, and it's going to say create a tile, okay? You're going to click on create a tile, and it's going to ask for the address of the website. So if you're wanting Google to be one of your icons, you're going to type in the website here. Okay, so you're going to type in Google, whoops, goggle.
Goggle. Oh, there we go.
Backspace, backspace,
Oh.
google.com, okay? And then where it says name on the tile, if you click here, if it's a common website, it will have a tile already created for it. If it doesn't, then you can write name on the tile and click show text, and it'll put Google at the bottom. You can change the color of the tile. Okay? You can change, or you could click the icon here, and then you'll click save, and this will be your tile. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. If you want another site, which I'm going to ask for you guys to create this specific site. The specific site that I want you to put on here is Wikipedia. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to type in the address or website, which is wikipedia.com. Okay? And then click on name of the tile. And you'll notice that the Wikipedia icon comes up. You will click show text, and you can put Wikipedia at the bottom, and then click save, and it will come up. Okay? So, once you have your web mix created here, if you're trying to, let's say that you're at home on Symbaloo and you're wanting to go to your informational text websites, you'll go to your informational text web mix, and all of your sites will show up on one place so that you can do your research. Okay? We will talk about what you're going to be doing in reading workshop here in a little bit, but for writing, whoever's in this writing section this afternoon, you're going to use an iPad. You're going to go into Symbaloo and set up your account for writing today. And then you can start searching for websites that you would like to add that are just for informational text only. These are not your personal websites of where you want to go. These are just helpful for researching for your informational text. Okay? All right, let me stop this recording real quick.